like that a lot more.
Yeah, Renekton's fine.
Yeah, it works. Still works. Like, Renekton to Leah, strong as we know.
And there's the ult.
Yeah, okay, that shouldn't come as a surprise.
They do fighting.
By the end of it, though, Kingen, I think, missed a couple of creeps too many. Also had to back off for a little bit because Kang...
Owie.
Yeah,
as Trophy's going to get flashed into, does have to get away as that's first blood. And nothing Canyon can do about it. Doesn't find the spear, but even if he did. And I think it's relatively even. The top side going much further in Keen's favor than I was expecting, though. Playing this matchup well is now... Let's see whether Lehens can keep himself safe as now Lucid looks for the Winter's Wrath onto Pays. This minion wave getting dealt with, though, and in the meantime, on the top side, Kingen is going to be in trouble. Does get the stun onto Canyon, but he's not the one tanking, so that's going to be a beautiful dive.
Them investing all the resources while the bot lane dive worked out for Gen.G, all of a sudden, we're looking at a situation where the gold is even, and not really getting a whole lot going. And the timing on this dive, if they do decide to go for it, it's going to be crisp.
Yeah, there's the knock-up onto Kellen. He wasn't taking the turret, though, as there is another one. Lehen's going to flash into it, though, and not going to be able to send the ram back. Now, Pays finds himself alone. The spear is just barely going to go wide, and they'll back away. Pays keeps his life, but Canyon's unable to answer, and I say he keeps his life. Aiming's still doing a fair bit of work here with these Qs and takes another plate for his trouble. Emperor's Divide, he skirts the rocks. And Showmaker's going to be fine. It's just a little bit of an exchange. We check out, Lehen's not a lot of options.
Yeah, really big there. As another one.
Yeah, there's a bit of deja vu coming on in here. The Glacial Prison comes down. It's Pays that's going to suffer the cost this time, as Lucid capable of tanking this one up for an age and a half. And now they'll take the turret as well. Dplus. Oh man, it's gone from good to better.
And this time, Aiming gets the kill. The Zeri getting more gold. And DK...
Do exactly that.
Oh, they're going to
Canyon will take the Drake, yeah.
And I think they already were planning as, pick on Keen would be huge here.
Well, they're going to go for it. Extender Beam is going to connect. Let's see whether Keen can get himself back to the turret. The all-out comes in.
There's like, nope.
They just say, well, we'll take that cooldown. And Aiming says money. And he is going to pick up the minion wave.
Yeah, try and get as many plates as possible as Aiming and Keen, former teammates.
Oh, and this is the
face off
counter pick as well. Look at that.
Kingen should invest in Worm as well.
Speaking of which, as Pays, he's going to be the one that face checks. Oh dear, that is a very dead center. Tries to get into the mist, but the mist is now a black and white screen. As Kellen's moving on over, they want even more here as the Glitterland slows him down. Kellen is just looking for more. The Emperor's Divide comes down though. The Sun Disc came in and Lehens is going to miss the ulti onto his former teammate. Aiming has downloaded. He knows now as the teleport is coming forward. Showmaker, he's now hiding in the brush. Looking for Canyon, looking for that window. Lucid's going to come in. There's the Weaver's Wall. And of course, Canyon's the one that they want. The pounce over the wall is going to be pretty nice there. So not going to be... I've seen in a really long time. And we know that Keen is the one guy that kind of just wins games by himself on it. As I say that, it might be the caster curse, or it might be the blessing as he's going completely bananas onto Aiming here. He gets over the wall, and now Keen has to deal with Lucid coming in with the fadeaway ulti, and that is the kill going over to Kingen.
Yeah, and I know he'd run
So they'll let it go. They'll now look to grab some extra standing gold on this map.
It's also not soul point, so individual Drake, you're not really going to care too much. And
money for Kingen.
Oh, the Herald coming down as well. The Sinner will be big. And I love this. When you're playing a composition like this that is looking to generate as much advantages in mid-game as possible, gold is... It's less trustworthy than Dragons. But if it works, it really does. As Lehens is just not having a very fun time, getting bullied. They get the inner. Give a Dragon, but now the gold lead. Like when your most ranged character is a Talia.
Yeah, it's not a lot of range.
It's not. So... Oh, there we go.
There's the ulti from Aiming. It's him by himself. He's just going to run up and murder Pays. Kingen getting the same treatment here on this bottom side, but he's giving a lot back. Canyon almost just dying as the Ram's being thrown around willy-nilly. And Dplus, I think, should still be able to get this out of turret.
Bit of a disaster game here for Pays as he goes down yet again. Aiming, going up big. And there isn't really a window, I think, for Nash here.
Overplaying into Tristana's Ziggs Ivern.
It's also, it's going to be hard to play out, but you do make up for it.
Kingen's gone for this 1v1. He's a level behind, but he's still playing.
Yeah, Showmaker STP as well.
Yeah, there's the wall, and Keen gets the bad news. Let's see, the all-out going to be used onto the Talia here, but the stun is still going to come on down. Sterix is massive, and the threaded volley to finish it off. And there's another kill, now 3 over to this Renekton, who's feeling a lot more relevant. as the game goes on.
Really like this play because with double TP, there isn't a window. They will still have to give up mid lane turret, maybe to TP!
Yeah, Glacial Prison comes in onto Canyon. Redemption is decent.
It's true!
And now both of them getting into the mid lane. Chovy's out of there, but I don't think Lehends is going to be so lucky. In fact, the whole bottom lane is getting wiped out. Pays once again suffering as the dash forward. Lucid going to pick that one up. And with 3 dead on the side of Gen.G, it's going to need to be some Canyon heroics to save this Baron play.
DK, Gen.G, Atlas.
Oh, it always delivers. There was no doubt in our minds.
Oh, the damage. Chovy's full health. I don't know if they can do this.
They are not. I think they're not going to test the waters this much. As Keen, he's teleported in. Chovy wants it. Empress Divine onto 3. And he goes golden as well. Canyon has to get out of there. The seismic shove is just as good. And he takes down the Zeri. Chovy almost falling for it as the spear will take down one. And Kellen, oh man, he just takes that Dawning Shadow from downtown. And now it's Gen.G's turn.
Those Baron buffs a couple of patches ago. Gen.G says thank you. As, oh, DK, just a little bit too early. They don't have the health bars.
I love this vision toggle though, as they haven't started up the Baron just yet. There it goes now, as all 5 are in the area.
Yeah,
they need to get Lucid out of here.
I don't think it's happening. I think that's going to be the Baron going over to Gen.G instead. Oh, DK, it was looking so good until it wasn't.
Yeah, until it absolutely wasn't. And DK, they realize they're not going to be able to do it here. You can see Showmaker.
I understand they get the kills. They want to try and go for the play as I think they know.
Yeah, there's a Ram coming in as well. As speaking of Ram, he is going to head right on top of Kellen. Canyon looking for him though. The Wild Growth is going to keep the Lulu alive. Actually buys a lot of time here for Dplus. Showmaker, he'll get cornered. He's the sacrificial Talia in this one. Steric Shield going to get popped there by Chovy. And Dplus, I can feel the collapse in these
The upgrade
last...
comes through for Chovy. We haven't talked about this
yet.
Yeah,
They killed Baron, and then Chovy went and got a cooler tooth, I think, from the Baron.
Keen overestimates how tanky he is, and you just go on whoever is first in line and hope that that's enough.
I mean, they can kill whoever's first in line very quickly. Pays like you, aiming like you said, has 4 items.
Yeah, flip Nash.
Yeah.
Why not? You have to.
I mean, that's bounty gold as well. You take those. Aiming with his very new, very cool-looking sword is going to be pretty dangerous. Seismic Shove going to be eaten by the CC reduction from Keen. And now, King in a whole host of trouble. There's the Ram, gets a couple of knockups onto Lucid and Kellen. DK still kind of holding their ground, but Gen.G are unrelenting. Showmaker taking so much damage. Dawning Shadow over everyone, and it's a bloodbath! It's decimation! And the Zeri is just escorted to the side and blown up. It's unceremonious, and it's looking like Gen.G will just plow through Dplus today. There's the ace. Canyon looks really cool as he goes golden, wins the animal battle on the top side, and that's going to be it.
And the undefeated round robin yet again closer for Gen.G, Atlas.
Chovy didn't use ult, he just celebrated with it on the Nexus. Oh man, Gen.G demonstrating they're not even at full power.